Today is the topic of management of hatchery. What is the hatchery? Hatchery is the control way of hatching of eggs. In poultry hatchery, there is several types of chicks produce of poultry geese, duck, etc. There are following component need to for good hatchery, that is hatching temperature, humidity in incubators and hatchers, ventilations, egg turning, and hatchery sanitations. So there is need to modify physical environment and produce ideal condition for embryonic development during artificial incubation is crucial to improve the productivity and economic index. All the component is implemented. Among them, one of the component is not functioning properly, then it produces havoc conditions. And two or more not control, it may be a disaster. Keep in mind that changing or adjusting one of these functions may affect other functions and cause them to need adjustment as well. Therefore, changing any one function should be made gradually, and all functions should be passed closely for needed adjustment. Hatching temperatures. Most of the large commercial type of incubator maintain 99 degrees Fahrenheit. On the other hand, a small incubator and hatchers, like those commonly used by game bird producer, maintain only 100 degree Fahrenheit temperatures. Temperature is the easiest hatching function to regulate, provided you have good set of control to work with, and provided you check the heating mechanism regularly. Without good sensitivity, easy to regulate, and dependable temperature control. You can have low hatches, poor quality chicks, and you can sometimes lose the entire hatch. If your incubators and hatches are large enough to justify doing so, you should install a temperature sensitivity alarm to ward of the potential danger to the developing embryo. Temperature alarms are usually constructed of two temperature sensors. One is set to activate the alarm when temperature is below, when temperature is goes down below 97 or 98 degrees Fahrenheit. And another sensor is set to activate when temperature rises goes above 102 degrees Fahrenheit. In this table, there is given all the condition for hatching of the egg, that is incubation period, temperature, humidity, number of egg turning, open fence and open fence if needed. The requirement of temperature for hatching of egg is slightly varies. That is only 99 degree Fahrenheit to 100 degree Fahrenheit. In the case of chicken, duck, Muscovy duck, Guinea equals 100 degree Fahrenheit, whereas in the case of turkey, whose people requires only 99 degree Fahrenheit. The incubation period is also varies of the following group of the birds. For chickens, 21 days, turkeys for 28 days, duck and Kenya also 28 days. Muscovy ducks 35 to 37 days, default is 28 to 30 days. Humidity is also slightly changes. That is 85 to 87 for chicken and Guinea pig. 84 to 86 for turkey and people. 85 to 86 for duck and Muscovy duck. And 86 to 88 for goose. Number of no egg turning after 18 days in chicken, whereas in case of turkeys, ducks, goose, Dania, and people, there's no egg turning after 25th days. In the case of Muscovy ducks, there's no egg turning after 31st days. If there is required, then additional vents open on 10th days in the case of chicken, 12th days in the case of duck, and first day in the case of the goose, and 14th days in the case of turkeys, danias, and people, and 15 days of the Muscovy duck. If additional vent is required, needed, then open vents on 18th days in chicken, 25th days in turkey, duck, goose, Guinea, pig, and people, and 13 days of Muscovy duck. Humidity in the incubator and hatchers. Most of the people think the great probability in a hatcher or incubator is percent relative humidity. This is, of course, not true. Percent relative humidity is determined by aging both dry bulb and wet bulb breathing. If the dry bulb breathing is 100 degree Fahrenheit and wet bulb breathing is 87.3 degree Fahrenheit, the relative humidity is 60%. Under normal condition, the relative humidity in an incubator hatcher should always be 57 to 67%. The following table gives the percent relative humidity figure for various dry and wet bulb breathing. In this table, given dry bulb temperature and wet bulb temperature as well as the relative humidity. At 45% relative humidity, the dry bulb temperature is varies from 99 to 102 Fahrenheit, whereas wet bulb temperature varies from 80.5 degree Fahrenheit to 83 degree Fahrenheit. In the case of 50% relative humidity, dry bulb temperature is varies from 99 to 102 degree Fahrenheit, whereas wet bulb temperature varies from 82.5 to 85 degree Fahrenheit. In the case of 55% humidity, dry bulb temperature is changes from 99 degree Fahrenheit to 102 degree Fahrenheit, whereas wet bulb temperature changes from 84.5 degree Fahrenheit to 87.4 degree 87 degree Fahrenheit. When relative humidity is 60%, that is dry bulb temperature is changes from 99 degree Fahrenheit to 102 degree Fahrenheit, whereas wet bulb temperature is changes from 56.5 degree Fahrenheit to 89 degree Fahrenheit. Egg turning. Egg turning is the physical parameter that can affect the success of incubation and the quality of chicks. The parameter play a key role in embryonic growth because it supports the absorption and metabolization of the albumin and egg nutrient in the embryo and prevents embryo adhere to the inner cell membrane. In addition, understanding the effect of egg turning on embryo physiology, such as accumulation of protein in the amniotic fluid, increases vascularized area and gas exchange is important for artificial incubation. Ventilation is important. Ventilation is important in incubator and hatches because stress oxygenated air is needed for the respirations of developing embryo from exiting until chicks remove from the incubator. The oxygen needs are small during the first few days compared to the later stages of the development. Ventilation is important throughout the incubation process, especially toward the end, because the embryo are larger and spreading at much higher rate than in the beginning. So how should you set the damper in your incubator? The oxygen content of the air at the sea level is about 21%. It is possible to increase the percentage depressively in incubator unless pure oxygen is introduced. Generally, the oxygen content of the air in the sector remains at about 21%, but there may be some variation in the hatcher. There are large amount of carbon dioxide are produced by the newly hatched chicks. When oxygen level decreases, then hatchability will drop about 5% for each dropping of 1% of oxygen content. Hatchery symptoms. All incubated factors like temperature and humidity can be regulating just right, but poor hatchability can result because of poor genetic practices. Poor sanitations causes not only poor hatch, but subsequently early death loss during brooding. It can also cause a living morbidity problem that sometimes affect the birds during the grow-out period. Losses during the brooding and grow-out period caused by poor hatchery sanitation can cause more immunity loss than the loss from the poor hatchability. Most important tools available for use in cleaning and disinfecting an incubator and hatcher are butter, detergent, and elbow grease. The most commonly used disinfectant in the hatchery are quaternary ammonia compound, multiple phenolic compounds, and hydrochlore. Quaternary ammonia may be the most commonly used disinfectant for equipment like incubators and hatching tray because birds are relatively non-irritating, non-corrosive, of low toxicity, and reasonably effective in the presence of organic matter. Since the incubators and Its components should be cleaned free of organic matter before applying a disinfectant. Quartz are a good choice. Many HTML is multiple phenolic compounds. They have wide germicidal range, low toxicity, and corrosiveness. Reasonably good effectiveness in the presence of organic matter and good residual effects. The disadvantage is that multiple phenolic can cause a burning effect on the skin of anyone handling them in a strong solutions or during a relatively long period of time. If using multiple phenolic at concentration greater than the solution strength listed on the label, wear rubber gloves for protections. Iodophore have wide germicidal activity, good effectiveness in the presence of organic matter, and cost less than quartz or multiple phenolics. The disadvantage are that the distance is corrosive when an acid solution has only a slight residual activity.